Welcome to the I Am CiCi Beacon Talk radio show. I Am Beacon Edition. We will go into our I Am CiCi Beacon Talk radio session on the topic of mindfulness, self care, COVID 19, being a beacon. And we talked a lot about different things such as having direction, having a compass, and being on a target, your eternal circle, being on the mark, and stepping into your light. And being able to understand all of that as you walk through your testament, your illuminations, and being able to get into a good pattern as a beacon and whatnot. COVID can make any beacon a little nuttier than squirrel turds. And I hate to put it that way, as crass as possible, but being a beacon, it will have you a little not mindful of your manners and sometimes a little out of order in how you display yourself as a beacon. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I've done it. Yeah, I did it. And it happens. So with that, I want for you all to understand that being a beacon, you're not perfect, but we'll perfect it as we go along. Pick up your testament, definitely in the moments of COVID, and definitely be mindful. Definitely take a moment to go through your illuminations, your first testament, and definitely find that I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. Thomas Edison, page number 74 of the Illuminations. All great things are done through dedication. The builders of the pyramids began with a single stone and continued till every piece was in place. The skills of the most proficient designers were sharpened by the pain of their worst mistakes. A person must look 1,000 ways before choosing a direction and to walk 100 steps before deciding which was the right path. Determination, perseverance can survive even 10,000 failures, and hope promise victory in the end. So with COVID-19, us beacons, even us seasoned beacons, us tried and true beacons who are not perfect, perfectly imperfect imperfections of beaconry, who have not done everything right in our beaconhood, are doing the best we can during COVID-19. So we will learn some breathing exercises and how not to be chicken little. The sky is falling. Oh, we're going to die. So we're not going to die. We're going to go ride out COVID-19 as beacons as best we can. And we're going to finish COVID.
Finish him.
We're going to send COVID-19 and social distancing out with fanfare and taps. We will sit in our eternal circle of light, hold hands online, offline, shine our eternal light of beaconhood, and unify abundantly and learn that I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways as a beacon that do not work, and conduct ourselves as better beacons of light while we're on and offline, okay? While we're all quarantined, and we will find better ways. So I'm going to teach you guys while we're doing that. So definitely pick up your testament and your illuminations and read it. And also we're going to find this in page number 62. A wise man knows how little he knows. So as a beacon in life, there is no end to the lessons that can be learned. Wisdom is not a task that can be completed or a race that can be won. It is a constant development that lasts a lifetime. Every day is a chance to gain experience. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn something new. So we're going to go in the pursuit of wisdom to learn how to be a better beacon every day of our lives, on and offline, and in our social distancing while we're going through COVID-19. So to cease the pursuit of wisdom is to walk in a straight line through the dark forest. Arrogance refuses to help the maps or guidance of others, forging onward and looking only in direction ahead. Though signs point unwarning, a foolish person is too blinded by pride to observe the surroundings, too oblivious to see the cliff's edge in front of them until it's too late. So it's never too late as a beacon to learn how to be a better beacon every day. Even in COVID, as we social distance, social learn our beaconry and beaconhood. So follow the light and fear not in COVID-19. So let's order our steps and learn mindfulness. Okay? So we're going to get out of here on this. So let's do some breathing exercises. Simple ways to be mindful and present. Take 10 breaths. So take slow, deep breaths. Focus on breathing. Deep breaths. Focus on breathing out as slowly as possible until the lungs are completely empty as you exhale, and then allow them to refill themselves. Notice the sensation in your lungs emptying. Notice them refilling, and notice your rib cage rising and falling. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your shoulders. See if you can let your thoughts come and go as you're letting your shoulders go up and down, okay? Then, let's drop the anchor. Expand your awareness. Simultaneously, notice your breathing and how you're breathing in and out. Inhale, exhale. Notice your body and your breathing. So as we're going to drop this anchor, in another exercise, center yourself and connect yourself to the world around you. Practice it throughout the day, through the evening, especially anytime you find yourself getting caught up in your thoughts and feeling. Because what's happening with COVID and through any levels of anxiety or feelings of non-mindfulness, or where you're getting into a level of anxiety, upset, or uproar as a beacon, when you're frustrated or in levels of social, online, offline, community, environment, you'll have the central tendency to worry and become unmindful. So what you need to do is get planted. Plant yourself as a beacon of light. And like the Testament teaches you about that, you'll become mindful and you'll become aware and more enlightened. So plant your feet into the ground, onto the floor, and order your steps, guide your tongue, and become enlightened. So tap into your inner light. So we're going to plant your feet into the floor, push your feet down, notice the floor beneath you, supporting you, just like the light. You're going to fear not, right? Push them down. Notice the muscle tension in your legs. Push your feet down, plant them. Notice your entire body. Feel the gravity flowing through your head, spine, and your legs into your feet. Feel the energy. Start to notice the feeling of that light energy flowing through you. Feel it flow from head to toe. Start noticing your surroundings. Notice good things. Notice that light energy flowing through you. Okay? Start being mindful of good things, the birds, the bees, the air, things like that, positive things. Now look around you. Notice what you can see here around you. Notice where you are and what you're doing. Try not to notice the bad things. Try to pick out the good things. Then, as you notice the 5 things around you, practice this throughout the day as you engage in your environment. Even as you go online, start noticing good things. Social distance yourself from the bad things. Notice the people that you friends request, or people who request you, or people who follow you. Start weeding out the things that are bad for you, bad for your light, your energy. Start social distancing, even with COVID. Start noticing the people who are fear-mongering, causing the levels of you wanting to pull your hair out or making you want to scream. Get to a point that you start punching down those things off your timeline, like this. Start surrounding yourself with an eternal circle of good people. Start going like Rocky Balboa down your timeline. or your friends list and start going down like Adrian. Mortal Kombat, your light energy. Fear not. Start being fearless and start doing an epic energy, eternal circle of getting beacons that get your light energy and surround you with that epicenter of a pyramid of good beacons, people that make you feel good about yourself. In Mortal Kombat, finish them.
Finish him.
Write down who gets you to that level and feeling of good, epic feelings. Write them down. Finally, do all of that simultaneously. You'll start seeing yourself in a good light, a circle of beacons that are good energy. They make you feel good. You start saying to yourself, I feel great. I feel good light energy. I feel like instead of this, wanting to scream all the time, you start saying to yourself, see ya. Your energy's bad for me. I'm out. See ya. You give them the fanfare. You send them off. See ya. Your energy's not good for me. Farewell, so long. And that makes you feel good that you have been able to go and get your pyramid of people that make you feel good. They bring that enlightenment to you, that level of fall down 7, get up 8, but your circle and your people are all hitting the target, hitting that mark of people that are going to build you up, not break you down. So in that, you're going to have that practice of mindfulness. You're going to have people that are going to give you that feeling of being present in that. Because with that, you're going to have that productivity of picking activities of that constitutes your daily routine, your morning routine as you brush your teeth, your shaving, your grooming, making your bed, taking your shower. You're going to start noticing the things that make you feel good, your mindfulness, the domestic things that every day build you up to that mindfulness of self-care and starting to get into the art of saying no. Because I'm going to teach you these things as a beacon, what you need to be doing to say no as even post-COVID, to be able to handle your beaconry in a better manner, because I've had to learn how to do that as a beacon. Am I perfect at it? No, definitely not. But the thing is, as I work as a more seasoned beacon, I'm learning to be more mindful and separating myself from things that don't work for me, that help me go forward as a more seasoned beacon with other beacons so that I can set an example later on as I'm more solid in my beaconry, beaconhood, that you guys see me in a more positive light and that everything's working as a well-oiled machine. And, my enlightenment is in a solid mantra. And, those of you who are onboarding as a beacon and you're beginning to walk in your light, walking in your path, in your journey, you'll see that it becomes easier over time as the hardships become more diminished and you become more enlightened and you become more firm and you become more solid in your eternal circle, your mark, and the things that you're doing, and you become more illuminated in what you're doing and more solid in that direction in your journey, your life's journey, as you get older and as you become more solid as that beacon, and you teach other beacons who onboard that they'll see it easier and things like that. So when you go back and look at your first initial journey in light, that it won't be so hard. So in that, you'll start seeing yourself as you're starting to get in your routine and you're starting to see it as easier. So you'll see the good things. You won't see it as so bad. It won't be so arduous. It won't be so perfunctory, and you won't be ready to scream and pull your hair out. And then it is that you'll also be able to acknowledge what distracts you. You won't get bored. And just like COVID, while you're stuck with your family members or different things like that,